Me and the Boss, a story about mending and love. Me and the Boss, a story about mending and love. I know big sisters, Zora, the boss, she's mine. I go wherever she goes, and we always home before dark. Those are the rules. Hurry up, orders the boss, and we race all the way to the library, inside of the heavy wooden doors. I follow Zora past the computers and the shelves of the books, and into a room of big kids. The teacher tells us to call her Mrs. C. She gives everyone but me threads, also a needle with a big E and a sharp point, like a tiger's tooth. She thinks I'm a baby, not old enough for a sharp tiger's tooth. Lee needs one, says Zora. Everyone listens to the boss. He looks small, but he is really 8. Am not even 7 yet. I sit tall. Mrs. C gives me my own stuff. Thank you, I say, before the boss tells me to because I am polite on my own. Mrs. C shows us how to sail our thread through the needle's eye, like a little boat. She shows up how to slip our needle in and slide out to make a stitch. She shows us how our stitches can make a picture. Then she gives us cloth squares so we can embroider too. Right away, my needle and my thread both hit my finger and sting it like a bee. Take your time, Lee. Mrs. C helps me stitch slow till others need her help. Alone, I poke and jab and poke. The boss makes me a fine flower. What's that? She points at mine. A half moon, I tell her, but Zora isn't really listening. She's busy stitching. I look at my jumble of thread. I am done. I reach into my pocket and there's a hole where my quartz rock used to be. I dig deeper and the hole gets bigger. Stop squirming, the boss orders. I need to finish my leaf. Outside the windows, the sky is not bright anymore. It is time to go. You can't take your work home like this. Mrs. C rolls a needle and threads inside a cloth. I do that and put mine deep in my good pocket. In the near dark, me and Zora are long shadows. We stick together. She walks fast, and I walk fast too. I reach for her hand, and she squeezes mine. At home, the boss shows off her flower. Pretty, Mom says. Wow, Dad says. Now they want to see what I made. It's a surprise, I say. I don't want them to see my mess. Not yet. Later in my room, I snuggle with Mom as she reads me to sleep. I keep my needle and threads and half moon hidden. In the deepest night, a screechy loud wakes me. I can't get back to sleep, so I turn on my little light. I dig out my cloth bundle and unroll it. Everything is still there, waiting for me. With my needle, I poke a stitch and snag my hurt finger. I quick brave another. That's tiger's tooth, mean and sharp. Catches me again. Take your time, Lee. I look at my hand, slow down, I tell them, and after a few stitches, they start to listen. I make my needle a snake, slithering it and out and in. Slowly, my moon grows fuller and fuller and full. When I give my moon a smile, a little wheel turns inside my back, and I am not done yet. I grab my pants, hip them inside out, and find that hole in the pocket. I send my needle over and around it again and again, closing it tight. The pocket doesn't look perfect, but my finger can't poke through anymore. A mighty feeling roars through me and fills the night. I fold my pants over my desk chair. I roll my needle and threads in an old t-shirt and set it. And my moon on top of my desk back in bed. I turn off the little light and sleep finds me. As soon as morning comes, I sneak into the boss's room while she is eating breakfast. I sew the ear back on Bess, her bear, then I rush to the kitchen. Look, I say proudly. I wave my smiling moon at the boss. I show off my pocket. Then I hand her Bess. Zora looks. She checks all of my stitches. She tugs on her bear's ears. It stays on. We share you. She wraps me and Bess in her special hug, and we share something that is bigger than my pocket, bigger than Bess's ear, maybe even bigger than me and Zora. When it's our time to go to the park, get ready, Zora orders. I fixed her bear, and she's back to being the boss. I grabbed my jacket, put my moon in my mended pocket, and followed her out the door.